You should have seen me playing cornhole. I was like, bah, in the middle, 3 in a row.
Welcome back to the show. I'm John.
I'm Brittany.
And this is
Random Rewind.
Today we're doing a little bit of a fun show. Like say a little bit, way too, a little bit too many times.
A little bit. That's your catchphrase,
I guess so. Fucking
we got a little bit of a show
punched
today.
a little bit right out of my fucking mouth. Anyway, so what we're gonna do today, we're gonna do a bit of a ranking of films.
We're ranking them up.
We're gonna rank the films. We're gonna rank comedies from the 80s till today. And we found a generator online that'll just pop up a random movie for us. And we're gonna play some.
Should we leave it from 80s? Should we put like the 40s in there?
You want me just to add any year?
I don't know,
remove
maybe
them.
not. I might be speaking too soon.
I won't recognize some of the stuff.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to make it harder before we even started.
If we had TV shows, maybe I would recognize them. But when it comes to movies, I didn't watch a whole lot.
I know.
I probably won't recognize them.
If it's not I Live Lucy, Gilligan's Island.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
if it's a TV show, yeah, I'm gonna fucking say, okay,
Happy
cool.
Days.
Dukes of Hazzard, any of that stuff, cool, no problem.
Yeah, you're right. What movie? I don't know.
Movies, I don't know. All right, let's go. Let's go jump into number 1.
First movie.
48 Hours. That is a comedy?
48 Hours is a
comedy?
comedy?
I guess it is a comedy. I don't remember it.
I've never heard of it, to be honest. Not even a little bit. Who's in it? Is that Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy.
No idea.
No idea?
No idea. You've heard of this?
I know I've seen this.
Oh, you've seen it?
But I don't remember it.
So your ranking's not gonna be very high.
No, it's gonna be it's gonna go in the I don't remember this column. I think we're gonna have that in the I've never watched it and I don't remember this column right over here.
Should we have an maybe we should have 2 though. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
And I've seen it, but no memory of it.
Yes.
Sort of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Non-memorable.
Non-memorable.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen 48 Hours before.
All right. So I'm gonna go 48 Hours. It was probably funny because Eddie Murphy's in it, and that's the height of his career. But I don't know.
That's the thing. I was like, I have no idea. I've never even heard of it.
All right.
All I think of 48 Hours is you better catch your murderer within 48 hours because.
That's probably what the premise is, but it's probably.
But it's a comedy.
But it's Eddie Murphy. I mean, what serious movie did he do back then?
Well, and it's not a serious movie because our categories are comedy. So.
Big Daddy.
Oh, I saw this in theaters.
Did you really?
I saw it in the theaters, and I'll never forget. I saw it with my mom, and we snuck in KFC. And at the time when this movie came out, they just came out with this like honey barbecue wing.
Okay.
And it was so good. So I remember sitting in the theater with my big box of chicken and just like, eating it up, watching Big Daddy, which I loved it. Loved Big Daddy. Loved it.
The stupid thing from this movie was, I think we were out and about, and we stopped at a grocery store maybe to pick up more beer or something like that, right?
Probably.
And and a friend goes and grabs a fucking can of, I don't know what the fuck it was, and hucks it on the ground.
Oh, he threw it on the ground?
What are you doing? He's all, Microsoft's down.
Microsoft's down 3 points. We need to say it's just, what does it say? It's like 75% off if it's
dented, so he gets a discount.
Oh, that's...
So that was it was Adam Sandler was teaching the kid he was watching or his kid or whatever.
And I feel like there's so many little things like that came from this movie. Just little innuendos and...
Yeah, little punches. I mean, just that alone, peeing on the freaking doors of the
peeing on the doors, the Barney thing. Like, Barney, like, not that Barney. Like, we're going to the more expensive Barneys. But the whole story of it is really nice because not only do you see Adam Sandler plays Sonny, Sonny Koufax, and he starts out as this kid, right? The very beginning, he gets broken up with his girlfriend, which always happens in Adam Sandler movies. He gets broken up with first scene.
Yeah.
That's just common.
Yeah.
And it's, then it's like almost like, it's always a redemption arc. Like, what do I do now?
Well, it has to be. I mean, there's always, that's his movies. Every single one of his movies.
If I was writing my own movies, I would write, I would write myself nice.
I would write myself as a good person, like Mr. Deeds and
like Mr. Deeds.
Happy Madison and everything else.
Yeah. Which famous actress do I want to make out with this movie?
Exactly.
Winona Ryder? Drew Barrymore?
Sure, let's do it.
There's so many
don't get me started on Drew Barrymore right now.
Oh, I know.
God.
I know.
Don't be crossing them picket lines.
Don't be crossing them lines, girl.
Yeah, fucking dumb.
Especially you've been in this your whole life.
Yeah, what a dum-dum. Anyway.
She's gonna go that Ellen train.
She is gonna go down the Ellen train. Have you ever heard of this at all? Richie Rich.
Yes, this is yes.
Richie Rich.
This is the original, right?
When Macaulay Culkin was at the height of his freaking career, right?
So good. Top tier kids movie for me. I'm sorry. He had a McDonald's in his house. He had a roller coaster in his backyard. Are you kidding me?
So yes, all the cool stuff because have you ever
awesome.
Because I remember the cartoon, right? I remember the Richie Rich cartoon from back in the day, and I used to watch that. When I saw the bits and pieces of this that I saw, because I never watched the entire thing, I had a hard time with ever wanting to actually watch it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, because that makes sense. So because you had the cartoons.
Yes.
I started with, this is my first glimpse into Richie Rich. This is completely the first Richie Rich thing that I was had any idea existed.
Okay.
And that was prime. I was prime age for when this movie came out. Like this was for me.
Yeah, this was for you. Because when it came out, it was not for me anymore.
Yeah.
And it was really, really bad. So, I mean, I would rank this thing really fucking low.
You're ranking it low.
You're going to rank it high. So we're going to have to, like, split the difference.
I know, because I love Richie Rich. Cadbury, there's so many things in here that I've watched this movie over and over and over and over. So it's, like, embedded in my head.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
it's great. I love it. That's my favorite Macaulay Culkin movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides Saved, that's my favorite Macaulay Culkin movie. I love him as Little Richie Rich.
Happy Gilmore.
Oh, Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
The price isn't right, Bob.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Bob Barker. We'll never forget you. For so many more reasons than that.
Happy Gilmore as a whole is just, I mean, another Adam Sandler movie. I mean, they're all roughly the same storyline if you look at them. Yeah. They're all, I mean, for the most part, the same storyline. The freaking down and out, for whatever reason, some random story because of it. He gets this weird freaking challenge to pass, whether it's going through school or taking care of the kid or whatever the case may be.
There's a big challenge, or becoming a famous golfer,
or becoming
to get money to save his grandma's house.
Or whatever the case is, right? So, and then he's got the downfall. Everybody's got to have that freaking the whole drop in the story. And
then there's the epic
freaking
comeback.
Yeah, exactly. Buying everybody a Corvette or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the end all thing. So I feel like Happy Gilmore. I would say, publicly wise, I think that's like his biggest comedy. Do you think so? I was always obsessed with Billy Madison.
I like Billy Madison.
Billy Madison was like my number one, I would say, Adam Sandler movie for a long time. Like that one was on repeat.
Billy Madison, yeah, that's like the sequential freaking.
Do you think that
Adam
one's
Sandler.
above Happy Gilmore? Because I'm willing to put Happy Gilmore up high.
I like Happy Gilmore up high. I mean, I don't know about S tier, but
I would put Billy Madison S tier, and I don't know, because Happy Gilmore is really good. Because we're nostalgic for it.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's hard to like not put in our own personal preference of how we feel about the movie, other than like, oh, is it good or not? Like, yeah. Yeah.
So either S tier or A tier.
I'll put it A.
You put it A tier?
I'll put it A. I'll say A. If you disagree,
I'm gonna agree. No, I'll agree with you on A tier, because I don't think it should be any less than that.
But that's what we should do when we have in betweens. Like if I go A and you go F, then it's C.
Right.
Right.
Right. So that's what we did kind of for Richie Rich, right? So you went high. Where did you?
Richie Rich is S tier.
For you, and I'm thinking
S tier.
I'm thinking E tier. So it's gonna either be a C or B. I'll compromise and give you.
There's
B.
a McDonald's in his house.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
That's everything.
No.
Yes, it is.
Movie sucked. Movie looked terrible.
Dad,
but the premise of it, because it is Richie Rich, I get. But other than that, the movie.
And it's also related to Billy Madison because there's some dude trying to steal, some snaky dude trying to steal the company.
That's always the case, though, right?
And then for some reason, the main guy doesn't know. Like, no, we trust Carl. or Eric and I'm trying to think of the bad guy's name in Richie Rich, and I got his picture of his face, but
Carl, you're thinking of freaking Home Alone, right?
No, I was thinking of Carl, the good guy from Billy Madison, who he gives the company to.
Oh,
Carl, who had his back the whole time. Eric was the bad guy. Carl was the good guy.
Got it.
And Carl ends up with the company. Billy Madison didn't even come up on the tiers, so We shouldn't be talking about it.
All right, here's a movie that I've seen, but I don't find it funny. And it's old. It's called the Return of the Pink Panther.
I saw bits and pieces of Pink Panther.
I like Pink Panther. I got a pink pantry. It's really, I just painted it. It's really pretty.
When Steve Martin was
That's a good
Is that one better than the original?
That's better than this.
I only saw bits and pieces.
Yeah, they're both okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I was to rank Pink Panther,
E tier?
Yeah, it's like,
We'll put them in E.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's...
Pink Panther's an icon.
It's a good movie because it's got, like, the whole spy aspect to it and everything, but funny, I'm not good. Because I'm ranking these as a comedy.
I had no idea that there was spy things in Pink Panther.
That's what Pink Panther was
really?
He was a private investigator.
Well, I wasn't paying attention because I had no idea there was spy stuff.
Private investigator.
I guess it's F tier for me because I'm
F
way out of the
loop. I check out Super Troopers. That's super random.
That's super random.
Because we were just talking about this an episode ago, and it's we just like Beer Fest. It's a great movie for the sheer satire, but it's not an excellent movie.
I've never watched Super Troopers all the way through.
Okay.
I'm literally like blasphemy for that. Probably because everyone said it was so good, and I'm like, and I was like,
it's funny, but it's not like, holy
I don't want to
crap.
watch it.
Yeah. Oh, because of one of those? Mm-hmm. You pulled one of those?
It was told, you better watch it, and I was like,
oh, you can't.
No, I'm
not going to.
Now I want to.
Even for where it is, I would still rate it like a B or C tier. Because it was funny, but it wasn't excellent. You know what I mean?
I would just assume that Beer Fest is better than it.
Beer Fest is better than it. And we rated Beer Fest at a 7 out of 10.
That would be like B tier, right?
Yeah, it would be B tier. So this would have to be C tier.
This goes C.
Yeah.
Super Troopers. Good
movie. It's funny, but it's not like I wouldn't turn it on just because, you guys want to watch a funny movie? Let's watch Super Troopers.
But I know there's people that would.
Oh, for sure.
I know there's people who are like so down.
Oh, for sure. We're just not one of them. We're just not one of them.
It's just not in our S tier.
No. Okay.
Here's one we know.
We did a whole entire episode on Spaceballs. Where would you rank Spaceballs?
I really like Spaceballs, and I really like how it still holds up today.
I love Spaceballs.
And I love Rick Moranis, and I always will.
And it's like one of those movies that like every movie, especially 80s movies, for whatever reason, they always seem to have that slow point where you want to walk away. You're like, fuck, okay, this is time to go pee. This is time to go take a piss.
Yeah, bathroom time?
Yeah.
Food? You hungry?
You want to make some popcorn? Right now, let's make some popcorn. It's time for popcorn. I don't know of any slow parts of this movie that I would step away from without having to pause it.
And because it's so short, but that's what makes it so great is that there's no rant, section where it's going down. It's like, no, it's great all the time.
I think Spaceballs belongs in the S tier.
I would S tier Spaceballs. I agree. Do you agree? Is Spaceballs S tier material?
Is it worth it? I mean,
honestly, because as far as parody movies go, this is fantastic.
I mean, for the fact
fantastic.
The fact that he went to freaking what's his name to go get permission to make fun of Star Wars.
I know, but that's
that
makes it
awesome.
better.
That's what makes it even better.
And
exactly.
they were down like, yeah, here I'll give you my freaking the production company we work with for special effects.
Right.
And they're like down. I'd be down if somebody wanted to parody me. I'd be like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, do it. Please do it.
You just got to move your hands around a lot. Like, for no reason. Heard of it, never seen it.
Heard of it, never seen it.
All I know is that guy's in...
That's the dude from Beer Fest.
It's a cheerleader movie, so you know what? Maybe I have seen it.
I just don't remember it.
And it's unrememberable, so it goes F.
Okay.
It's F tier.
F tier, yeah. I don't remember. I know I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
It has actors that I like, and it's cheerleading that I must have seen it. There's no way I didn't.
I don't remember him as a football player in anything I've seen, so either I've seen it, I don't remember it, or like you said, I've never seen it.
He's a football player, not another teen movie.
Yeah. Oh, I guess you're right.
He's so funny in that one. He's cool. I like him a lot. This movie, obviously unmemorable, so...
Yeah, so F tier. Fired up for F.
Fired up for F.
Yeah.
Fired up for F tier. The Cheetah Girls. You have no idea.
I have no fucking clue.
No idea. It's a Disney Channel original movie.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that would make sense. What's her name's in it?
Yeah, Raven was number one. This is in the early 2000s. There was a girl group started called the Cheetah Girls, and I think there was 2 or 3 movies because of them. And I was a fan. I wasn't a super fan, but I was a fan. I was here for it. It was for me. It was for my age demographic.
Sure.
It was, hey, we're a girl group. Woo!
Where would you put them? Because you know where I'm putting them.
You're putting them.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
I would put them in D tier.
D tier.
So maybe they can settle in E tier. Not my all-time favorite. I'm still hyped up on Richie Rich.
I see that.
Such a good movie.
I see that.
I can't. I want to watch it right now.
All right.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I'm going to.
Oh, Cheaper by the Dozen. This is the new one though. This isn't the one.
I've not seen this one.
I've
seen the original one.
Yeah. No, there's like 100.
Is there really?
Because there's the original.
You see the ratings on this thing?
Original. No,
It's trash.
I've seen the who's the Steve Martin's in it.
The original one.
That's that's a remake.
Oh, was it a remake?
Yeah, so that was a remake of the
I remember
original,
that one,
original.
and I think that one was also just whatever.
I liked it. They had a full stacked cast. You got Hilary Duff in there. They fully stacked up, and it was cute. It's
not like this cast where I only recognize 2 of them, and that's it.
I watched a little bit of the new Cheaper by the Dozen, and I didn't want to watch it anymore, if that makes sense.
That does make sense.
The one with Steve Martin, I do like that one. I don't know. I know it's not S tier. So we can throw it in the middle somewhere.
All right.
But no, the one with Steve Martin. This one goes out. It's not even.
So I'm gonna literally wipe this one clean, and I'm gonna put the other one in there.
The other one's great.
Steve Martin in there. Okay, cool. Yeah. Sorry, Cheaper by the Dozen, newer edition. You don't rank at all.
No,
You're off the list.
My kids would probably would like that one, but it wasn't made for me. So
right.
I'm like, meh. You never seen Bad Grandpa?
Yeah, I have, but I don't remember. Oh, Johnny Knoxville.
It dresses up as...
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I know the premise of it.
I've never seen it, and I've seen the previews for it, and it's like something I'm like wanted to watch, but I think I keep seeing clips of it on TikTok pop up.
So you're like, you've pretty much seen it.
Yeah, I've pretty much seen it.
I feel like, and he's played this character before in Jackass movies.
Yeah.
So I'm aware of the character, and it is what it is. It's not. I would rather just watch Jackass and have that be a clip than watch the whole movie of being about.
Yeah, they took a character. They took a character from Jackass and decided to make a movie out of it.
And they spinned off, which is fine. It's completely fine. That's not my favorite character though, or that's not my favorite bits even in the movie.
Oh no, not at all.
I watch it because it's there, but at the same time, like it's just not 100% for me. So I didn't run and go see the movie because I wasn't like, I love when Johnny Knoxville dresses up like
as
a
an old grandpa. Yeah.
Just starts talking shit to everybody.
It's so weird.
I didn't know Aqua Teen Hunger Force had a movie.
I had no idea. I've seen the show.
Where? What? When did it come out? Doesn't say. Of course it doesn't.
Say, no.
Well, there's a
no
movie.
Stats on it.
This is where we put in the need to watch tier.
Yeah, I guess it's movie film for the theaters.
Or tell me if it's good or not, so I...
Yeah, it's ranking right down the middle.
Yeah, so it's probably a 50-50.
So I'm going to put it on, maybe I need to watch this.
This has to be on I would like to watch it list.
Yeah,
because I didn't even know that existed.
No, I had no idea that this movie was a thing. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, movie film for theaters is what it's labeled as.
I know, that's like...
Okay, yeah, we'll give it a go.
That kind of gives me South Park vibes. But
I mean,
I've never seen it.
I've only ever seen the show.
I've seen the show, of course.
Seen the show.
We've watched the show because we all watch Adult Swim, but I didn't know there was a movie.
No
So I didn't know that much about it. Home Alone 3? The worst one of the Home Alones ever?
Home Alone 3. How many of you guys seen Home Alone 3?
No. 2?
I've not seen this. And I don't want to.
I won't. I don't want to because I know what it's gonna be.
I know what it is too.
Because we know what Home Alone is, so it's gonna be the same story. Like,
exactly.
Do you think he's gonna be left alone? Oh my God!
Mom and Dad are gonna forget him too, and he's got 4 freaking thieves after him. 4 people after him. And he's like all equipped with the freaking I don't know what the crap that is on his tool belt.
He's got all the stuff.
Yes. They photoshopped his hand all jacked up right here, though.
Macaulay Culkin did it the best. Personally,
I don't like anything else after that.
I like the second one.
Do you? Yeah, I know. You mentioned that before. I like the first one. I don't think you can convince me or pay me enough money. Well, maybe you could pay me enough money, but
everybody's got a price. I'll watch it. You pay me, I'll watch it.
To watch a movie while I'm watching TikTok, yeah, I can do that.
If you paid me, I'd watch it. The second one's the best. Tim Curry's amazing, and the third one, I don't know.
Did you see the ratings on this?
6 out of 100? Out of 100?
Out of 100.
Okay, so we're not alone.
We're definitely not. Home Alone 3 is not alone in the fact that it's a toilet movie.
It's F tier.
Yeah, F tier.
It goes straight to F. I'm sorry. Yeah. It was probably straight to video, so it's used to it.
Wait, is there a dumpster fire tier down here somewhere? F tier.
You're putting it lower than F?
F tier.
There's a child in there.
Yes! An 80s movie I used to love as a child.
Yeah, this was your go-to?
I don't know if it was my go-to, but it was my neighbor's go-to.
Okay, so then it became your go-to.
So they played it all the time, and I never not liked it.
You always loved it.
I thought it was funny.
Never seen it, and I know that I would love it because I love the cast.
The whole El Chapo thing, and then the fact of who they are and what they have to do. It's very, very Hollywood, and it's fucking fantastic.
And it's Chevy Chase, Steve Martin,
and Martin Short.
Yeah. I love Martin Short.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a thing for Martin Short. I can't believe I've never seen this.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I haven't seen it in literal decades. So maybe it's not funny. From what I remember, it's funny.
Okay, so where are you ranking it?
So I need to put this, I mean, it's not like the best movie, so I'm going to put it like B tier.
It's going B. I'll agree with you that it's B just because Martin Short's in it, and it's got to be good.
It's a great cast. Honestly, they're a lot of fun to watch. Just their interactions with each other is the best. Yeah. It really is.
It's a good group.
It's got a whole lot of plot holes in it, but it's still good. You know what I mean?
We don't care. It's a comedy.
Yeah. It is a comedy. It's truly a comedy.
You don't care too much of plot when it's comedy.
No, not at all.
Scary Movie 5?
Are there really that many? Oh, I guess we're on like 20, right?
How many are there? It's 4 out of 10. 4 out of 100.
This dude rated it 1 out of 100.
1 out of 100, 4 out of 100, and 2 out of 100. Is this a bad movie? Tell me now. So I'm
gonna go with yes.
1 out of 100.
It's an absolute dumpster fire, and so I'm gonna put this on the I don't ever want to watch this pile of dump.
I didn't know there was 5.
I didn't know there was a 5 either. I thought it stopped at.
And scary movies are funny.
I honestly thought it stopped at 3.
Well, that was probably the last good one. That's they were like, oh, we don't need any. I feel like that's the same almost like. To me personally, Pirates, it was like 1, 2, 3 were like bangers.
Oh, I know.
And
then it's just like money.
Then it's like 4 or 5, and I'm like,
yeah, it's like come on, getting a little carried away.
I said the third one's my favorite, but after that, I feel like it kind of like it was done. So but you know that happens.
Okay.
Did you see it?
I did. Did you like it?
I did not.
Dr. Dolittle was, I thought, was the downfall of Eddie Murphy's career.
You thought that was when
it started to take a shit.
Before
right around there.
That, we had like the Nutty Professors, which were huge.
I thought they were kind of funny though.
And then we had Norbit. I don't know if Norbit came before or after Dr. Dolittle. I don't know what it was with Dr. Dolittle. I wanted to love it, right? I love the actor. I want to talk to animals.
I have a hard time with any movie that has talking animals in it.
Or
animals that communicate. I just don't care for it. I don't care for animal movies.
Yeah.
I don't care that animals are in movies. I'm not a fan of animal movies. Does that make sense? Like,
no, for sure. I'm not either.
Yeah, like Air Bud and shit like that. Beverly Hills Chihuahua, shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't care for those kind of movies. They bug me.
But I think they pander to children because
that's the idea. But I know adults that are like, yes, I gotta watch this.
But Homeward Bound, when that cat falls into the river.
I never saw that.
It's good.
Is it?
It's very heartbreaking. I mean, they really tug at your heartstrings with these pets, and of course they do because we all love our pets so much.
Right.
But Sassy falls in the river, and
we had a cat named Sassy.
Did you?
We did.
Well, did you? Was everyone around you probably thought you named it from that movie?
Oh.
And they never said anything.
No.
Sassy was the cat, and I loved the cat because I was a cat. It's 2 dogs and a cat, and they get lost, right? But Sassy falls in the river, and she's okay. Everyone's okay at the end, because there's some animal movies where they're not okay at the end, and I won't even like consider it.
Old Yeller of the Worlds.
That's the one where they shoot the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I won't watch it because I know what happens.
I know exactly. Yeah, no, you're like, I'm not gonna set myself up for that bullshit.
Yeah, no. It's weird how it is with me. If there's an animal, I don't want to see it because then you get attached. I will get attached to an animal faster in a movie than I do to a character.
Yeah, the only animal movie I think I liked was an animated one, Pets.
Oh, like Secret World of Pets?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cute.
That was funny.
Those are really, and that's animated too.
Yeah, so. Any animated film that has to do with movies, it has to do with animals, I like those.
That's different.
But like real life, like talking animals, or even where it focuses around this dog because it's on a journey.
Babe, Air Bud.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to think of all the.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Chihuahua, Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2.
There's some sort of Pup Stars thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them on Netflix. Like these
Dalmatians,
really bad
was one of them.
ones.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
That are like, here's a talking cat, and you're like, okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Animated though all day.
Animated, that's fine.
I'll deal with animals all day. Animated.
I mean, because that makes sense.
What would you do if you could talk to animals? Would you be a doctor?
Would I be a doctor if I could talk to animals?
Yeah, he's a doctor because he can fix them.
Oh.
I want to be the therapist. I want to know the ins and outs. I want to know the drama.
I think I was nuts.
I want to be talking to birds and be like, yeah? Oh, yeah? Cool. Bird shit. We like it.
I never saw this.
Drillbit Taylor, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen this.
And it has Owen Wilson, right?
It's got horrible reviews, apparently.
Ooh, it's not... Yeah,
I've never seen this. Maybe I want to check it out.
Do you?
No. No.
Drillbit Taylor. There's a Neighbors too? What the heck?
I've seen this.
You the first one or the second one?
I've seen the second one. I've seen both.
You've seen both. Okay. We have an opinion.
So I have an opinion here.
It's Zac Efron.
Zac Efron was in the first one in the what do you call it?
He's not in the second one.
He is.
Got it.
He's in the first one, but he's in the fraternity.
Yes.
In the first one.
Yes.
He's one of the neighbors in the second one.
Oh, so he moved in and now he's the neighbor.
Fighting a sorority instead of a fraternity.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Is Seth Rogen in it?
Seth Rogen's in it.
And then...
what's her name's also in it? Yeah.
Who?
I can't remember her actual name. The actress.
You know that one. Oh, yeah. That's the one.
His wife. The one that plays his wife.
I didn't see the first one.
Yeah.
I remember the previews for it and thinking, that's probably a good movie.
It's funny. It's not like excellent by any which way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Like, if I was to rate it, it'd be right down the middle.
It's go and see.
But it's funny. It's a funny movie.
I like Zac Efron. I'm not the huge Seth Rogen fan, but I really like Zac.
I like both of them, and for whatever reason, they work together.
And there's a good chemistry together?
Good chemistry, so I think it's... Like, because he doesn't come off as a dude bro in this.
Do you put the first Neighbors middle of the road as well? Can you group these two together?
Yeah, easily. Okay. I would say they're equally as funny as each other.
Equally as funny movies.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think if you like one, you'll like the other.
Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
Easily.
So Neighbors.
If you hated one, you're gonna hate the other.
Don't watch the second one.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Exactly.
I'm never gonna watch Avatar 2 because I didn't like the first one.
Exactly.
Like, do you want to watch it? No.
Yeah. So this is gonna go right down like C tier.
That's like a C right in the middle.
Yeah.
We go C. C tier. Never heard of this movie. I've heard of this movie. Harold and Kumar. Yes, we love you.
But the very Christmas?
The Christmas one, I've seen it. Of course I have. I saw it in theaters.
I haven't seen this.
I'm a fan of Harold and Kumar.
I love Harold and Kumar.
And I saw this one in theaters. And is the Christmas one good? No. Do I?
No.
Will I watch it at Christmas? Yes. Like it. You can't. A very Harold and Kumar Christmas is funny. But the original Harold and Kumar...
It's funny. Go to White Castle? Yeah.
It's like classic to me, I guess. It's just like, it's so epic in its own right.
Absolute, like what you think of a stoner film, but you don't have to be stoned to watch it.
Exactly.
And it's fantastic.
And it's just good. It's a good movie. So, I'm all for Harold and Kumar, like, doing more stuff. I think they're great chemistry. I like their dynamic. Love them.
Neil Patrick Harris, I mean, I used to like him. I have my opinions about him now. But for the most part,
something just happen with him?
Yeah, I know.
Every time we mention a celebrity, like
they get outed on something stupid.
Like immediately after. Do you think we're doing that?
What?
We're
we're putting it out in the world and just fucking these people's careers up. That's us.
No, we did. I mean, you're not. We didn't fuck anything up.
We didn't fuck anything up.
No, because who just got canceled? Russell Brand. Recently, so
for what?
SA. I know.
Come on, dude! I had such high hopes for you.
We all did. We all
God
did.
Damn it!
We all did.
I really like that guy. Liked. Past tense now.
It's rough because I'm a huge Russell Brand fan.
Damn.
So here we go again.
I gotta unfollow that dude on TikTok.
I also had to. It's weird that too because I've been unfollowing celebrities. Like I just unfollowed JoJo Siwa.
Yeah.
So it's like it's funny, and it's weird too because it's.
What did JoJo do?
She backed Colleen and said that her victims were lying.
Oh, right.
So she's gone and she's out. I mean,
yeah.
You can't tell me that a 14-year-old was lying about what was happening, and and there's screenshots and there's proof, and she admitted to it.
Right.
So I mean, I get their friends.
Did he deserve that Nerf dart in the eye?
Yeah. But the thing is, like, you can back your friends all day, but there comes to a point of when is it too much or when is it enough?
So where do you want this?
I want Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle to be S tier, and I want a very Harold and Kumar Christmas to be C tier.
Okay.
And I want Guantanamo Bay to be in between both.
Okay.
So I'm like, bop, bop, bop.
All right.
1, 2, 3, Harold and Kumar. Love Harold and Kumar.
All right, so a very Harold and Kumar Christmas is.
And look at the freaking ratings. 80 out of 100. There you go.
Yeah. It's right where it belongs.
I don't even know where these people do or who they are, but I agree with their ratings.
Their ratings. Okay, so this kind of falls along the lines of a movie you suggested that is really good that I've never seen before. Was The Princess Bride. A lot of people have not seen this either.
I've not
Monty
seen
Python
this one.
and the Holy Grail.
Someone gave it 100.
Well, because it's 100.
It is 100?
So just like you say, Princess Bride is one of those top tier movies. Like it's probably 100 on. If I were to look it up, I almost guarantee it'd show up as 100 on it. The reason why a lot of people like these films is because they grew up with this, and it's very nostalgic. And there's like a million voice lines in these movies,
like those one-liners that you can just
that you
throw
can
out.
Remember, that you will always remember, right? And that's what I will always remember: the nights that zany and freaking the rabbit with sharp, pointy teeth, and that's something I will always remember from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, right? Is it slow? Yeah, it kind of is.
Is it?
So, but it's a great fucking movie, and the more I started looking into Princess Bride after you mentioned it, I wasn't going to watch it because I didn't have time, but I started looking into it, and people will say the same thing. People that didn't grow up with it will say the same thing. It's a slow movie that people grew up with that they love because of that fact.
Well, that makes it a whole. I love what I love because I've seen it a million times because it becomes part of your personality because you've watched it so many times.
Right. So had I known Princess Bride was a comedy similar to this, not the same style, but the same type of writing as this,
it's not.
Then I probably would have watched it. But I always thought it was a movie about a princess bride.
A princess who's a bride?
Right. I had no other clue otherwise, and I got shit on for that freaking comment, by the way, a lot. But
yeah, I know you guys are mean about it.
Yeah, whatever. Point being is, I probably would have watched it had it been named something else.
Yeah, that's
I didn't seek it out because I thought it was It was a love story.
And I didn't watch it when I was a kid. Yeah. I didn't watch it until I was older.
Right.
And I also thought the same thing of it because I didn't know, and it wasn't prevalent in my household. I mean, pretty much, I had an older brother, so whatever he's starting with is what we're watching. Right. And I know he's seen this movie 100 times, but when we were kids, it wasn't like we weren't watching it. So I watched it as an adult. And then that's always hard too because you hear so many people being like, this is the best thing ever. And a lot of times I'll rewatch it and I'm like,
it's not the best thing ever.
This one though, I watched it and I was like, I get it. Princess Bride, I understand.
Same with Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I have like a collector's edition set of this with like all the books about the movie and stuff like that.
All the behind the scenes.
I gave it to Ethan to watch it and he loves this movie. Mm-hmm. So he loves Monty Python and he likes that whole style, the whole Monty Python style of comedy.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's okay.
I've played the slot machine. They had a Monty Python slot machine.
Played the pinball machine in Canada once.
See, is that close, right?
It's close, I think.
But now with these ratings, like, wow.
It's worth watching. It's an absolute
slow,
fun movie. No, it's got slow bits.
Okay.
It's not a slow movie.
Okay.
But it's got slow bits, but they're riding horseback. They're just clippity-clopping fucking coconuts together. Yeah, it's just stupid shit.
We did that in theater.
Right, so that's where that whole freaking bit's come from. Anyway, so it's
we did it for fun.
It's stupid shit.
Or we did
like
it for real. We weren't doing it we did it really in the play.
Oh, for the noises.
I did the sound effects in the background.
They were doing that too. They were.
But you could see it, couldn't you?
But they were skipping and clicking
them,
like they were riding horses, but there was no horses.
There's no horses. That's funny. I want to see this one because 100 out of 100, like that's impressive.
I know it's pretty high up there. I mean, it's.
So, but are you?
I'm gonna leave this.
You're gonna have to take the reins on this one because
I'm gonna put it as S tier only because I've always loved this movie.
Yeah.
And I probably always will. But again, it's the same lines as Princess Bride, where I can't rate Princess Bride as high because I've never really seen it.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen
so
bits and pieces.
So it's hard when you don't see the whole thing.
Right.
And I get that. I understand that.
Okay. I've never seen this.
I've never seen The Reunion. American Wedding?
American Wedding and American Pie are the only two that I recognize. Anything more than that is going to be too much.
I watched American Wedding before American Pie or American Pie 2.
Okay.
And to me, it held up on its own. Like I was all for American Wedding.
It's a good movie by itself.
Really
you didn't have to watch the other movies.
I got on board. I'm like, oh, I know I understand what's happening, and I didn't even see the other two.
The part that was the grossest to me in American Wedding, and I've never seen this, so I can't even freaking rate it, is when he shaves his ball hair, and he throws it out the window and it lands all over the fucking cake.
That is not an American Wedding.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
It is too.
Who shaves his balls?
The groom. Him.
Oh, he does?
Yes.
And it gets on the cake?
It gets he dumps it out the window, and there's a fan in the window, and it blows it all over the wedding cake, and they're picking it off the next day.
What?
Yeah. You don't remember that scene?
No.
Yeah.
I've seen American Wedding so many times. I could probably do the Stifler dance-off scene by heart.
Here, I'll pull it up.
And how is there an entire section of it that I don't remember?
Maybe it's in the unrated version, because I only ever buy unrated movies.
Maybe, huh? I don't know what version I was watching.
I hope you'll be more careful with the next one. My kitchen is not a toilet. Okay.
That's so crazy to me. What the heck? Okay, selective hearing for me.
Yeah.
Like, how did I miss an entire scene?
So we're gonna rate American Wedding instead of American Reunion because I don't know what the hell. I've never seen this.
I'll put American Wedding. I'll give it a B.
B?
I really like American Wedding.
It's fair. Yeah, that's a fair rating for American Wedding.
that's the one where Stifler and the grandma go in the closet, and he's like, what is it? Yeah, grandmotherfucker, and then Fink's like. Or then he says back to Fink like motherfucker because Stifler's mom. He's like, yes, I am. Oh, it's so great. That one I really liked, but it's because it's the one we had, and I didn't even have it. My friend had it. We just watched it all the time. Is this the original Vacation? The first one? This
is the original Vacation where they go to Wally World.
Where they go to Wally World.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, that was a good one. That's good.
It's good. Is it excellent?
I like Christmas Vacation.
I like Christmas Vacation better than this too. I like they have a European Vacation one.
That's the second one, right? That
came after this. That one is a lot of fun.
You like that one better than
this one? Yeah. This one was fun, but there was a lot of like downtime in there as far as I remember. Yeah. And I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember there being a few slow bits in there that could have been taken out or changed up a little bit to make it a little more entertaining. It's funny. It's very funny, but it's not as funny as European Vacation or Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation was probably the best.
I think the funniest thing about the vacation movies is that, so in the original Vacation, when they get to Wally World, it's really Magic Mountain.
Yes.
And then they ride Colossus, which is not the same anymore, but that was the big one. Well, in the newest Vacation, they also go to Six Flags, and the big roller coaster is Viper. Which came out in like 1996. Like this is Viper's old.
I think it was 93 because I worked there. Because I started working there when I was 15 and it was just open.
And it just opened. Okay, so I'm saying that was like that's how old. You know, they've had so many better roller coasters.
It was like the first big roller coaster to be added to the park in like a decade.
And it's cool. It's got 3 loops. I mean, that was a huge deal.
It was giant then.
It's giant.
They had that whole section, the desert area, where they opened it up because it's a viper.
Yeah, but it's a viper. It's a snake.
It's a snake in it.
But I was so surprised because in the new Vacation, which I must have been in and out because I don't remember anything about that one either. But I was waiting to see what the big ride was because I'm a fan of Magic Mountain. So I'm like, cool. They got some crazy roller coasters now. Like, we got screams, we got tattoos, we got stand-up ones. Like, what's it going to be? And they're like, the triple loop Viper. I'm like,
Viper, where you black out on the
come
third
on,
loop.
you guys. You didn't even pick a newer roller coaster to be like the main roller coaster? That's just me, I guess. I like, we have so much better roller coasters to go on. Oh, the Dukes of Hazzard, Jessica Simpson, into her marriage.
Jessica Simpson, Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, where did we put? What do you call it? Vacation.
E? Can I put it in E tier?
National Lampoon's Vacation?
Okay, C.
C tier.
B tier.
Okay.
B.
I'll split the difference with you. B tier. Okay.
It's just not, I don't know, it's not my favorite.
It's not my favorite.
It's great, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. Kind of like Dukes of Hazzard with Jessica Simpson was entertaining to watch. Was it good? No. Was the storyline good? No.
The movie is absolutely cringy and horrible. I'm sorry. I love Jessica Simpson so much that when this movie came out, I was first in line to go see this movie.
The fact that Johnny Knoxville and freaking what's his face,
Sean William
Scott are in there too. They're just two funny characters.
And then they had Willie Nelson, and they had who played the
Boss Hogg.
Boss Hogg.
I can't remember his name.
He's the main dude. He's the dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know his name.
Oh, he's the dude?
What is that guy's name? He's like he's the actor, and he was in the original one, but he didn't play Boss Hogg. God, this is gonna drive me nuts. Burt Reynolds. There we go.
Oh, that checks out.
I was like, he plays Boss Hogg, which I like.
Roscoe being an older person doesn't make sense because Roscoe in the original TV series was a younger dude.
Was he older, Roscoe? I thought he was more.
Sheriff Roscoe Picotrain.
That's not what he looked like in the movie, though.
MC Gainey. But he's always looked old.
Yeah, that's
Everything
true.
I remember him, he's been old.
He's looked the same forever.
Burt Reynolds
has always looked the same.
almost always looked old. You know what I mean? They just look like an old.
Look old. Same with like Steve Martin. That's what they're saying. Like, oh, he just turned 70. Like,
yeah, but he's always looked like Steve Martin since
when you were
freaking
20.
Three Amigos. Exactly.
That's what I mean. Like, you've been 70 to us forever. You just didn't know it.
Right, but Roscoe didn't fit the description of Roscoe.
Yeah, of how I never watched the show. Like I went into it blind.
Yeah, he was like a 20-something sheriff.
Yeah.
So he doesn't fly as a 20-something sheriff. You know what I mean?
They do have a young sheriff in there that Jessica Simpson is always seducing.
Michael Weston.
He was the deputy. Yeah.
Yeah, the deputy. Michael Weston. That's it.
But it was okay. It really fit the time. I mean, just the fact that Sean William Scott is in it.
Yeah.
It's an early 2000s movie. Because we haven't seen him since. So,
Sean William Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's like early 2000s, he's pretty much fell off the
that
fucking
was the
map.
end.
I mean, as far as stuff that we recognize him in.
Well, probably because he got typecast so early and then that was the end. But it happens.
I mean, he's played in movies since, but I don't know any single one. Oh, I guess Lethal Weapon, I didn't see that one, though.
So you didn't see it?
The newest Lethal Weapon, yeah. He was in Super Troopers, too.
Oh, was he? That makes sense.
And then he did a bunch of voice acting.
Yeah, I get it.
Ice Age.
So he was in Ice Age.
So he was in Ice Age, I guess.
And I don't know. I wanted to love it. I didn't love it. I liked watching Jessica Simpson. That was my favorite part about it.
So Dukes for D.
D for Dukes.
D for Dukes.
D for Dukes.
They're in D tier.
Daisy Dukes, double D's. Going that D. Going to the D.
Dukes of Hazzard gets the double D down at the bottom of the list.
Double D tier.
And I think that's where we're going to wrap this one up. That's where we're going to let this one go. Did we put these movies in the right locations? Do you think we were harsh on some of them, or do you think we put some too high?
Yeah, I want to know what you guys think of where you would rank these movies, or have you even seen any of these? Because some of them we haven't even seen yet, so it's interesting.
They're going to get dumped in the, I haven't seen this freaking list right there.
I know, I haven't seen these yet.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, if you guys do all the little things by clicking the little subscribe and the follow along or likes buttons down there. And then don't forget to
backhand the notification bell
every single freaking time. And until the next one.
That's it.
See ya.
Bye. I'm wearing a hat.
Hi, Kirby.